weeks to do the whole process. And then you're just getting checks to your bank account, which is always a nice thing, right?
Absolutely. So I like people to walk away with some information and some steps. So if NAR is saying that 0% to a buyer's agent is acceptable, how would you suggest a buyer's agent get their commission? Well, there's multiple ways to do it, like we've been doing it for decades for agents, but I'd like to hear from you.
Sure. Well, a little history lesson. So buyer agency really wasn't a thing until the late 80s, early 90s. Basically, a study came out from the government that found that 72% of consumers thought listing sub-agents were actually buyer agents, and they weren't. So it was a huge problem of people buying homes thinking they were represented. In reality, their agent was negotiating against their interests. And so that's how buyer agency came about. But there was never an adjustment in how now buyer agents or sub-agents were compensated. So that's how we got to the dynamic where buyer agents were being paid proactively by the seller. And I think this created an unfortunate scenario where on the listing side, we had a skill-based market. And on the buyer side, it was a service-based market. Now it's skill on both sides. And so when a listing, many of our listings, by the way, we defer totally to the seller. The seller chooses what they want to pay if they offer a co-operating agent commission. Most of ours are 0 to 1%. Now, if we have a 0% co-op, that does not mean the buyer agent does not get paid. It means you get paid what you are worth and what you can negotiate. So it's a huge blessing in disguise. In Florida, for example, last year, 98% of buyer cooperating commissions were 3%, which may sound nice to you right now because there's blood on the streets. But what that really means is sellers were saying all buyer agents in the state are the equal. No one's better than the other. They were putting no value on the additional effort, the additional client service, the additional steps, services, whatever you offer than any other agent that just got licensed and puts in 0 effort. And so now it's an opportunity for those agents that aren't going to put in the effort, will make less. And the agents that do put in the higher level of service, you have an opportunity to make a lot more. So whatever you have in your buyer agency agreement, that's the compensation you are due. And then there's basically 3 different ways, primary ways for you to get that compensation. So if you're a little nervous about the changes going on, I encourage you to embrace it and basically say, this is a great opportunity for me to go out and get what I'm worth while other people are basically going to drop out of the industry.
So, hey guys, good information there. And as you see on the screen, take out your phones. What we try to do is bring so much value chasing out of real estate agents. And this is just an opportunity you have to get back. So just scan this QR code and go ahead and give us a 5-star review for bringing information to you as well to help you grow your real estate business. Like this is 3 options that you have getting ready to come up. I'm going to share with you 3 options. I like to keep this simple. So I don't want you to leave here with any misinformation. You would get your license 20 hours. You would work with us. You would get a link to application link just to send your clients. They would fill out the application link. We're going to link you as a real estate agent with a loan officer on our team. Those applications come into our system. They are assigned to you in our system. Like it'll say whatever your name is and whatever your loan officer's name is that we assign you to. You'll be able to log in and have access to these deals. And only thing we need from you is help us get some of the documents from your clients. And if you're a top-notch real estate agent, I'm sure you would be doing that as well. And that's it, if that's as far as you want to go. And then there's a group of you guys that says, well, Anthony, okay, well, I'd actually like to do some loans. How much money could I make? That's a whole nother conversation that we can have one-on-one. And like it says here, if you want more, go ahead and text your name to this number. So you got 3 options here, guys. And I know Chase and I wanted to bring this to you guys because, we've been doing this with real estate agents for a long time. And this isn't anything new for us. But when we started talking to real estate agents over the last couple of years, doing conferences and talking to thousands of agents a year, we're like, they need some help. Most mortgage companies, the farthest help they can give you is this. They contribute to your a marketing campaign. But that forces you to come up with money on a monthly basis as well to be RESPA compliant. For a mortgage company to help you with your marketing campaign, they got to pay 50% and you have to pay 50%. And that could be pricey because some real estate agents might say, I don't have $1,500 a month to start doing a marketing campaign. So we say, well, what if we offered them this where they could just get a license in a weekend or be finished in 2 to 4 weeks? Then we could start just paying them. They don't need any money at all. And they can start getting checks every single month that for some people would far exceed what they make on the real estate side. I don't know if you guys, I'm a financial person. If Robert's doing $1 billion in annual sales, we can add up what 0.5 percentage point is on $1 billion. And he's doing over $1 billion. That's over $5 million a year in additional income that before he partnered with us, he was not getting. And now he is getting by just getting a 20-hour license. So you have 3 options. You could do nothing and miss $50,000 or more a year. That's up to you. 2, you could become a licensed mortgage loan officer, start earning money on each referral up to $50,000 or more a year. You get paid every time you close. You don't have to wait. As soon as you close, you get paid within 72 hours on the mortgage side. Takes a couple weeks. And you could maybe build a business similar to Robert, like build a business, follow the people who already have the blueprint. Like this is what top agents across the country are doing. And a lot of times when I go speak to real estate agents, like, yeah, I want to make 6 figures. I want to be in the top 1%. So we just brought a gentleman on that's doing $1 billion in annual sales. Like his team is not struggling as far as getting business in. Now they have another revenue stream. So if you want to be successful, find somebody that has the results that you want and just copy what they do. That's how you become successful, right? You guys see my book behind me. I wrote a book called Skillionaire to Millionaire. It went #1 bestseller last year. And I talk about that in the book about just follow the blueprint. You don't have to figure anything out. So get out of your head because when you're in your head, you're dead, right? So if you want more information, take a picture of this screen right now. Take your phone out, take a picture of this screen, and just text your name, yes, with your name to that number. And then what we'll do is just reach out, have a conversation with you, see if it's a good fit for you or not. Chase, any closing words so we can wrap this up and let these fine people get back to work?
Yeah, absolutely. My only encouragement, guys, if you're not happy in your current circumstance, lean in. People have solutions to your problems and they want to help you. Just allow them to give you a hand up and allow you to keep your business growing.
You guys, hey, have a great day. Take a picture of the screen. And most importantly,